Boxes A, B and C contain 9.06 kg of sand altogether. 1/6 of the sand in box A is poured into box B. Then 1/3 of the sand in box B is poured into box C. After that, the mass of the sand in each box was the same. Part A, find the mass of the sand in each box in the end in grams. Part B, find the mass of the sand in box B at first. Now, this question uses a couple of concepts. Number one, we need to understand that the total is unchanged. Why is that so? Because you're just transferring sand from box A to B and then B to C. So in effect, the total must remain as 9.06 kg. Okay, that's the first thing. Next up, there are a series of changes. For example, moving from box A to box B and then box B to box C, and at the end they have equal amounts of equal mass of sand. Alright, so we will have to work backwards later on. Alright, from the end here where you have same masses, and then before that what happened, and then at first what happened. Alright, now for part A, relatively simple because we know that in the end they all have the same mass. So what we'll do is we will draw the same model for each of the boxes. (9.06 kg). Okay, so and they want it in grams, so what we do is we convert this into grams first. So 9060 grams, and we will take this value here, divide by 3 to find the mass in each box, and that will give us 3020 grams. This is the answer for part A. Now for part B, find the mass of sand in box B at first. To do this, we need to work backwards. From what we have in the end, right, we go through the changes in a backward manner so that we can land at the at first values. Okay, so let's draw another set of models for in the end. Okay, so in the end, we know that they will all have equal amounts or equal masses. So for A, B, and C, all of this will be 3020 grams in the end. Okay, but of course, this is not the case before that. Okay, let me just cut this up. We'll do it at the top so that we have a reference. Okay, now before this happened, 1/3 of the sand in box B was poured into box C. So what was left of box B? 1 minus 1/3, that is 2/3. So basically this section that we see, right, is actually 2/3. Alright? Why? Because initially box B actually had this amount here. It had 3 units, out of which it gave 1 unit to this guy here. And if you trace, this 1 unit will actually fit nicely into this particular box. So before box B gave 1/3, box B actually had this amount here, and box C only had this amount right here. Alright, so what is this amount for box B before it gave 1/3 of the sand to box C? Now to do that, we need to recognize that 2 units represent 3020 grams. We find 1 unit. (1510 grams), and then we can find that 3 units, which is what box B had before giving to box C. Okay, so 1510 times 3, 4530. grams. Alright, so basically box C only had this amount, which is actually just 1 unit, that is 1510 grams, and box B had a little bit more, 4530 grams. Alright, now let's trace backwards again. 1/6 of the sand in box A was poured into box B. Alright, so actually box B did not have this much because it received 1 out of 6 from this guy right here, which means box A's amount here is 1 whole minus 1 over 6. 5 out of 6. So whatever box A is left with is actually 5 parts, because that 1 part you gave it to box B. So 5 parts, 3020 grams, and let's see how much did it actually give to box B. 3020 divided by 5, 604 grams. So what's happening is box A actually had that additional 604 grams it gave to box B, this 604 grams. So actually box B does not have this much, it had 604 grams lesser. So what is the amount, what is the mass that's inside box B at first? 4530 grams minus 604 grams to give us a final answer, 3926 grams.